Trav, any grass in the moustache today? And, what was the inspiration behind that?
Little in the mouth. No inspiration. I got the rise out of the dressing room that I expected, so yeah, took the piss a bit, but it's looked after. The wicket's looked after me over the last few years, so I don't know if I get another opportunity to next year. Big pressure on, so didn't think I'd get one. So to get four, it's not too bad. So felt right.
Oh. What were the nervous 90s like?
Could have been there for a while. I wouldn't say nervous. I was actually pretty good. I just had in the back of mind I got stumped at Lords by Joe Root trying to slog him out of the ground a few years ago. So I probably wasn't going to take too much risk. I thought I was going to be able to get one through the gap. So I was just going to waste my time. But yeah, went through it well. We got there eventually. Wasn't bothered too long. I did joke with some of the boys out there that it could take a while if that was a field. And again, in the back of mind, I've taken risks before, and I was not eager to take a risk when I felt like I was getting an opportunity to score.
You surprised Ben Stokes didn't bowl today, Travis? Like anyone who said he's fit and available to bowl?
Surprised, I'm not sure. Again, can't comment too much on what's going on in their dressing room, but he's had a huge workload in the first three tests, so there's no doubt he'll come back tomorrow. Good night's sleep. He batted extremely well. He toiled hard with the ball as well this test. Yeah, huge workload. If your shoe was on the other foot and Greeny had the sort of workload over the first 2 days, would he bowl today? You'd probably go to your go-to bowlers. So yeah, heavy workload and not surprised.
And just the moment at the end of the day, when you're walking off with Alex arm in arm, you two have been through a lot together for a long time now.
Yeah.
In front of so many Adelaide.
Nice touch, yeah. He's playing well, so he's probably kept me up and about there. The last 45 minutes I started to waver a bit. I was pretty stuffed, so yeah, he was right on. We don't really talk much, but you could sense his energy at the crease, and in between overs you could sense, yeah, his desire for us to get to stumps. I probably wasn't thinking that too far ahead. I was just trying to get through each ball and trying to be there for him. So yeah, we dovetailed off each other really, really well today. Yeah, it kept me going out there. So it was a long bloody day. So but nice to walk off with him at the end of the day.
Can you just give us an insight of what it's like to feel the love from the crowd? Do you feel it, or are you so much in the bubble there, or what's it like?
I think I always try to, anywhere I go, I think I try to take the atmosphere in. You're not going to get to play forever. So I think anywhere I am, but especially at home, you're going to take that in. When you're walking out about, always take it in. I guess as your innings goes on, you're sort of looking in the crowd. You're pretty close here in Adelaide, so I can normally see me mates on the terrace or who's walking by, who's poked their head out from the back and come and watch some cricket for a couple of minutes. But and then yeah, you can feel it. I think they support cricket really well, regardless of, I guess, South Australian or not. There was a fair few England fans there today. When Joff got his 50, it felt like the whole eastern side of the ground was England supporters, so it felt sort of half crowd, so which is probably a bit different than normal. But yeah, I think we've had 56, 53, 52 or something, so they've turned out.
Trav, given the way England started the morning, did you sort of feel like they, I don't know, fed you a little bit outside of stump for not many fielders in that backward point region? Like, did you?
Not bad,
it was almost like a bit, maybe sort of pressure valve off a bit. You know what I mean, in the way they bowled to you early.
No, you go through plans and whatnot. Again, on this wicket, it's not that was nice to be able to run it off a little bit, and it probably helped me get into my innings a little bit more, because I got out in the first innings probably pushing hard and trying to hit one in front of square, which this wicket's very good, but traditionally Adelaide Oval is try and hit the ball behind square, try and let the ball come, don't try and push it too hard. The thatchiness of the grass, the ball sits in a little bit. I think it brings in the nick and brings in the blokes behind the stumps where you try and push the ball too hard, too straight. So definitely in this innings I was trying to let the ball come a little bit more, try and play a little bit squarer. So, but again, they've set the field up for how I got out in the first innings with a couple of catches in that cover point region. So I was pleased with the way I started and was able to get up the other end and build a partnership with Marnus and Uzi. So, but yeah, I can only play what's in front of me.
And if we go one more, obviously a draw is enough in this test match for Australia to retain the Ashes. Is there any thought of that, or is the desire just to make sure you win over the next few days?
The desire is to control what we can. We've got to rock up again. We've had another really, really good day today. I thought we were exceptional yesterday in the heat. To be able to have a day that we did yesterday, and we spoke about today about trying to be ruthless as much as we can to try to keep building it and keep grinding it away. And today was really important. Another hot day to get overs into bowlers. We got back-to-back test matches next two. We've spoken about what that can do, and we've seen that last year against India. Their strike bowlers putting overs in. Tomorrow's another huge day, and I think the wicket's deteriorating. It's starting to spin. I think it'll stay a bit lower as the next 2 days go on. So, but it's going to be hard work. It's probably a better wicket than, well, more batter-friendly wicket than we've seen in the past. So we're going to have to work hard for our wickets, and we've seen how Joff and Xerxes batted this morning and last night. We have to toil hard. So, but yeah, the goal is to try and put as many on in the morning as we can, and then get to work and try and win a test match.
Trav, could you give us an insight into how you think was on this test match, a weird situation? Weird spot, kind of the last minute. Obviously, a couple of important partnerships, both first and second innings.
Yeah, not surprised. Played well. Played really well again today. Calm head with a lot of experience, and that's what we've got within our squad of 15. To draw on that quality, I know he would have been disappointed earlier in the week to be told he's missing out, but to then draw on that, to be told again in the morning, he may or may not have expected it leading in. There was obviously a big bit to work through, so in the back of his mind he would have been preparing to play. But yeah, to draw on that, I think anyone in this 15 could be playing. Everyone's got the experience. We've got very strong heads, very good people, and people that want to play well, and people that want to contribute to this team. So no surprises in the way he played, and again, big shoes to fill, but it just felt right at the time when he comes in. It's all right, let's get into work.
Was there ever any chat, like it would have happened really fast on the morning, but in terms of him potentially opening and you going back to 4 or middle or something?
Yeah, again, conversations were had leading into the test, so yes, things moved, and it looks like it moved quick. Smudge grabs his backpack, walks across the ground 20 minutes before the toss. But again, there was days leading up to that you can plan. It wasn't, again, we had time to plan, we had conversations, so everyone was sound on what those moving parts were if Steve played or Steve didn't. And then, yeah, it happens, and this team's been really good at communicating and knowing where we're going and just making sure we're ready to go. And next man in sort of mentality. We've seen that with the bowlers this series already. That's probably the pleasing part, is everyone's contributing at the moment.
Last couple.
Travis clearly gone so well at the top for you across the few innings now. Can you envisage any circumstances when you go back down to middle order in Test cricket?
If we field all day, I'll have to bat. If I have to do that over and over again, I'll be stuffed. Wait and see. Happy.
And just, there's been a lot of discussion around the Snicko technology. Do you have any view on that?
I think everyone's opinions on this, something that we heard over Stump Mike the other day. It was pretty chaos, 30, 40 minutes with it all, but you got so much technology. The umpires, I feel for the umpires a little bit. We're checking every catch, we're checking everything gets checked now. But no, it is what it is.
I'm not sure if you're aware, Jake, whether Auckland is the mentally healthiest cricketer he's played with in terms of just having the right mindset for the game. Can you give us some insight into how you process success and failure and just continue to front up and play your
I think it looks different to what it feels. There's no doubt I want to be the most I've always said over my career I want to be the most consistent batter I possibly can be. I want to know when I go out to bat, I want my teammates to know what to expect when I go out to bat. It may not always look like that, but in my mind and my mindset leading in, it's like I want to sort of be as consistent as I possibly can. And then in terms of mindset, like I'm a lot different to others. Like I just love game day. Not one for the lead up. Like Jake's obviously been pretty vocal about how shit some of my next sessions have been over the years, but you don't get runs in the nets, do you? Get runs in the middle. And for me always has been getting out in the middle and playing the game and feeling the crowd and the expectation and that nervous energy. I've always enjoyed. I just like playing the game, so I think that helps in the way, and I have a good time doing it. I enjoy my teammates. I'm probably in the best space I've been in the last sort of 4 or 5 years by just enjoying people's company and enjoying playing, but also not playing, and away from that, and family and life. And I think that gives you a good perspective, and I got a good balance. So I can be serious sometimes, and I can not so serious sometimes, and I think it's a good mix.
Last
Now, there's a lot of talk about how much you wanted to open and how vocal you were about it, but now that you've done it and you made two very different kinds of hundreds and four, and how much are you enjoying it, and what is it about opening that you are enjoying?
Because it's hard, because it's been a good start, but I also know that it's bloody tough, and I've been pleased that I've got lucky in Brisbane with getting dropped, but felt like I've put balls in and started really well. So I've done it in different formats, felt like I could suit it. But yeah, and I just felt like at stages it sets our team up really, really well with a look. Now, it might not be all the time, like Daniel said, like it might not be all the time, it may be all the time, I don't know, we'll wait and see. But at this stage, test by test, it seems to be working. We've built a really good relationship with Jake, who I've already got a good relationship with, and I think I feed off, and I enjoy batting with Marn and Steve and Uz. Like I enjoy batting with everyone, and I feel like that energy gets Marnus going. I felt Marnus did play well a couple of times this series when we've gotten together, and I think it just sets up right at this stage. Not to say that we go to Bang. I think we play Bangladesh and South Africa next year, and things might look completely different. But right now, all that matters is an Ashes series and how we set the team up to try and win an Ashes series, and then we'll worry about the rest later.
Great. Thanks, everyone.
Cool, guys. Thank you.